Good evening, this is Leslie Bocoba once again for the Defense Chronicle. Tonight, we have Attorney Noel Lazaro. Good evening, Attorney
Good evening. Hi, Leslie.
Lazaro.
Pleased to meet you.
Quickly, this will be brief. I have two questions for you. First, can you expound a little more on Article 3, Attorney?
Well, right now, as you might have observed today's proceedings, Article 3 is practically deader than a doorknob.
Okay.
So, the whole prosecution team has just declared that they will not present any more evidence
Okay.
aside from what they already presented in the person of the President of the Flight Attendants Stewards Association of the Philippines,
That's right.
or the FASA President. Now they told us that they will just rely on the testimony of the FASA President along with the documents that he had earlier testified on.
That's
So
right.
what does that mean for all of us? All the other allegations pertaining to Article 3 will no longer admit
Yes.
any more proof.
Yes.
So for us, that practically puts to rest any debate on Article 3. Now,
Yes.
what is the significance of having to maintain only the issue on FASA versus Philippine Airlines? I would like to point that out because today, Secretary De Lima also delved on the temporary restraining order issued by the Supreme Court.
That's right.
So, two cases practically having the same issue at hand. Who reviews the decision of the Supreme Court? Yesterday, the presiding officer thundered with a question, who are we to review the decisions of the Supreme Court? And I think that sends the message as clearly as possible, because in our system of government, as we often hear from media or from other fora, that we are a government of laws and not of men. How
That's right.
important is that? In our constitutional constellation, it is the Supreme Court. In the words of Chief Justice John Marshall, in the famous case of Marbury versus Madison, it's a U.S. case.
That's right.
He says that it is exactly within the province of the court to say what the law is. No other branches of the government can do that. No other branches of the government can review, reverse, much less change what the Supreme Court says what the law is. You may disagree with the Supreme Court. We may quibble about the decision of the Supreme Court all day long, even up to high heavens. But at the end of the day, we may ask, are we the Supreme Court? We certainly are not. Another justice of the U.S. Supreme Court said that, okay, the Supreme Court's decisions are not final because they are infallible, but rather they are infallible only because they are final.
Yes.
What does that mean? The Supreme Court is supreme because from their decisions there lies no appeal. So,
Are you saying, Attorney Lazaro, I read somewhere that the Supreme Court is never wrong in its decisions, which means that whether the Supreme Court comes up with a decision right or wrong, it must be always right. Otherwise, where else do we run to? It is the last bastion of the rule of law. Therefore, the trampling down of institutions like the highest court of the land is actually something that we must really think about carefully before we do so. What do you say about this, Attorney Lazaro? Do you agree with what I said?
well, to the extent that the Supreme Court's decisions are to be
I may be wrong with what I mentioned,
Yes.
but I read it somewhere.
Yes, that's well. There is a degree of correctness there, but let's just view instead what Justice Robert Jackson said of the Supreme Court in one U.S. case. He said that we are not final because we are infallible.
Okay.
Instead, we are infallible only because we are final. What does that mean? Supreme Court can commit mistakes, actually.
Yes.
But what do we do with these mistakes? As far as the decision of the Supreme Court remains, it is final, it is not appealable, and therefore it has to be obeyed. What are the consequences of having a decision that is to our mind incorrect or not right?
That's right.
Well, there are other avenues. First, Congress can repeal the laws interpreted by the Supreme Court. As we all agree, the Supreme Court merely interprets the laws. The Supreme Court, by the way, does not create the laws.
That's right.
It's the Congress that makes the laws. The other alternative, if you disagree with the Supreme Court's ruling, is that you repeal the law. For example, if the Supreme Court says that the Department of Justice cannot impose a watch list order because it, in fact, that assumes a curtailment of a person's right to travel or liberty of abode. Now, if you want the Department of Justice to correctly issue a watch list order, probably you have to go to Congress and enact a law empowering the Secretary of Justice. But as far as the judicial precedents are concerned, only the courts can issue a whole departure order.
Saka nasa Bill of Rights yan, kung pwede ako sumabat
Of
bilang
course,
mamamayan. Nasa Bill of Rights yan, hindi ba? Yung liberty
That is
of,
correct.
the right to
The
travel.
right to travel
Enshrined yan.
is not absolute. There are limitations there. Obviously, not one of them includes the right of the Secretary of Justice to issue a watch list order. That's why it is vigorously contested for the Supreme Court.
Kanina, dun sa, o kahapon, nung cross-examination ang inyong lead defense counsel kay Secretary of Justice De Lima, parang ang tinutunguhan ni ni Attorney Cuevas is pwede ka bang tumaas kaysa sa Supreme Court? Pwede ba ang isang ahensya ng Executive Department tumaas kaysa nga sa Supreme Court? Sagutin mo nga yan, Attorney Noel Lazaro.
Hindi po. Alam, napakaganda po ng katanungan nyo. Kasi po, ang ating kagalang-galang na kalihim ng katarungan, siya po yung opisyal ng gobyerno. Bago po ikaw manungkulan, meron ka pong pinanumpaan. Sa tingin ko naman ay lahat pare-pareho ang kanilang pinanunumpaan. Yan ay patuparin ang batas ng ating pamahalaan. Isa po sa ating batas, nakasaad na ang Korte Suprema po ang naatasan na magkaroon ng poder para sabihin kung ano ang ibig sabihin ng mga batas. Kung ang ating pong kataas-taasang hukuman ay nagsabi na kung ano ang ibig sabihin ng batas, yan po ay dapat sinusunod. Lalo na po yung mga nakaupong opisyal. Kung mga pangkaraniwang tao po ay pwedeng batikusin ang mga batas at ang interpretasyon po nito. Dapat ang nauuna pong sumunod at magpatupad nito ay yung mga opisyal mismo nila.
Of course, meron silang motion for reconsideration. Ang ehekutibo, hindi ba?
Po.
Sa mga ruling ng Supreme Court na medyo, kinakurtail yung kanilang mga desisyon. Halimbawa, o kaya yung mga kanilang patakaran, ganon. So, anong motion for reconsideration? Explain mo kung paano yun. Supposing hindi tinanggap ng Supreme Court, tinapon ng Supreme Court yung MR, o anong mangyayari?
Ang pagkakaintindi ko po, meron pong petition, hindi po ba? At ang petition na ito ay nakalakip ang paghingi ng isang TRO. Ang TRO po ay pwedeng pagbigyan at pwedeng hindi. Pribilehiyo po ng kataas-taasang hukuman yan. Ngunit kung yan ay pinagbigyan na, sa ating pong mahabang pag-aaral sa mga desisyonan ng Korte Suprema, dati pa. At
100 years, mahigit
current,
na 100 years ng Korte Suprema
ang
natin.
temporary restraining order po, any lawyer worth his salt knows that is effective immediately. Even if you have not even complied with the so-called conditions there.
Tulad ng
I have
ginigit
handled
ni
quite a number
Secretary
of
De Lima.
cases
Ha? Ginigit niya
Mali
kanina,
po
meron
yun.
daw isang condition na hindi daw natupad, kaya nga daw hindi niya sinunod.
Mali po yun. Bigyan natin. Sa batas po, may dalawang klase ng conditions. Meron tayong tinatawag na suspensive condition at meron yung tinatawag na resolutory condition. Medyo sa mga pangkarinong tao po, mahirap intindihin.
Technical, sasabihin
Technical
nila.
po, sasabihin nila. Pero po,
Honestly.
That's right.
nasa batas po natin yan. Ang suspensive condition po, ibig sabihin yan, kung hindi mo tutuparin, hindi mapapasayo hindi magkakaroon ng visa. For example, yung TRO. Ibig sabihin ng suspensive condition, tuparin mo muna bago magkaroon ng visa. Yan pong ibig sabihin ng suspensive condition. Ano po ba naman ang tawag sa resolutory condition? Ang ibig pong sabihin yan, may visa ka agad. Pero, kung hindi mo sinunod yung condition na yan, mawawala yung visa.
Which
Kaya
is,
po, kung babasa-
saan nag-apply dun sa TRO?
Itong TRO po na
hinihingi
ito,
ni ano?
resolutory condition po ito. Kasi po, ang layunin ng TRO,
Doon sa November 15 decision ng
ay
Supreme Court
precisely
para
maipag-
kay GMA,
Opo.
para makaalis
ay
ng bansa.
precisely mapagbigyan ka agad ang kahilingan nung naghain
Dating
ng
Pangulo.
petisyon.
Okay.
Otherwise po, mawawala ng saysay ang kanyang gustong gawin o ang kanyang inilalahad sa korte kung aantayin pa yung pagsasakatuparan ng mga kondisyong ito. Yan pong layunin ng petition. Marami na pong desisyon ng Korte Suprema. Yung iba nga dyan, hindi pa ho nagbabayad ng bond. Ang sabi po ng Korte Suprema, the TRO is effective immediately even prior to the actual posting of a bond.
Which is one of the three
Which
conditions
is one of the
na
three
ini-impose
conditions.
ng,
Marami na
ng
pong
Supreme
representative
Court.
cases dyan.
I see.
Oo, at
That's
yan ay hindi naman na-reverse. Tapos po, ang pinaka-importante, dun sa second TRO order po ng Supreme Court, meron pong nakasaad po dun na you can comply with the conditions within 5 days. So yung sinasabing defective naman po yung SPA, nagawa naman po nila ng paraan within that period. Ibig sabihin po ng resolutory condition, if you are unable to comply with the conditions within the 5-day period, then the TRO ceases to have efficacy.
Sa inyong pagkakaalam, pag-aaral ng batas, Attorney Noel Lazaro, ano ba? Ito ba ang kauna-unahang pagkakataon na parang dinify ng Secretary of Justice ang Supreme Court? Gusto ko lang ilagay sa perspektibo.
Well, sa akin pong kakaunti na pag-aaral at karanasan sa abogasya, hindi po pangkaraniwan na ang isang pinuno ng isang departamento ay siya pa ang mangunguna para sabihin na hindi namin susundin yung pag-uutos ng kataas-takasang hukuman. Dahil po masyado naman po yatang talagang maliwanag na may pag-uutos na nakasaad sa TRO at hayagan naman po ang pagsasabi na hindi po namin yan susundin. At ako po ay nabigla din dahil sabi ko na nga marami na akong decision ng Supreme Court na talagang effective immediately po ang TRO.
Thank you for joining us once again for the Defense Chronicles. Till next time, this is Leslie Boho.